Welcome back. My next guest tonight was a founding member of the Supremes, the most successful female group in pop history. With Florence Ballard and Diana Ross, Mary Wilson sang classics like Baby Love, Where Did Our Love Go, and Stop in the Name of Love, enjoying 12 American #1s and selling over 20 million records worldwide. But when Diana Ross left to pursue a solo career, the original magic was lost. In 1988, the trio's rise and demise was recounted in the award-winning musical Dreamgirls, and in 1988 they entered the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Mary still performs solo, and after a brief break on the recording front, she's back with a hip-hop single, a brand new single. It's called You. We'll be hearing that a little later. First, you're very welcome, Mary.
Thank you.
I'm thinking of all the energy and all the commitment that you had, you individually, and almost supremely, if I can use that word, had for the Supremes. I wonder, with your solo recording career, whether you felt that once you made the break, that you felt almost a renaissance, that you felt as though here was a new beginning, here I can start again and I can do anything that I want.
Well, it wasn't quite that easy for me, you know, after singing with the Supremes this is like my 36th anniversary in show business.
Is it really?
Yeah. So what happened was when the group disbanded in 1977, I had to step out and do that unthinkable, which was to sing lead. And, you know, I sang all the, ooh, baby, 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 you know, the background parts. And it was very difficult for me to step out front and start singing lead. And it took a lot of years for me to really feel confident. And I really had tried to record prior to now, and it just never seemed to be the right thing. And I don't think people knew how to record me because they didn't know how I sound. You know, they didn't know what to do with me. So I just toured on the road for many, many years. And finally, I said, I lost my son 2 years ago. And I said, it was a car accident. He and I were in the car accident, and I almost, you know, didn't make it. And so after losing him, I felt, wow, I'll be 52 soon. I'll be, you know, so I need to do something different. I need to kind of just take that plunge, take that challenge. And so I said, well, you know, I'm doing all these wonderful things, but the world doesn't know that I'm doing them. So the only way they will is that if I record and become a household name. And so that's really the reason that I went ahead and just started recording again.
You know what strikes me? I mean, it staggers me that you didn't have the confidence. I mean, you said to me I didn't have the confidence to take the lead. It took me a long time to become a solo recording artist. I mean, there you were with your voice. You were so successful. What was it? I mean, was it Diana Ross and her leading first of all? If she hadn't led first of all, would you have been able to do what you found yourself doing now?
To try to answer all those questions.
Yes, have a go. Have a shot at it. I'll give you 3 minutes.
You know what? Right. What it really was not so much I didn't have confidence to sing, because when I was born, my mom said, and the doctor spanked me, I started singing. I sang all my life, and I never knew that it was a talent. I mean, it's just something that I just kind of like did and do, you know, naturally. However, when we started singing in the group, and it was decided, because Diane had a more commercial voice, because my voice is really kind of bluesy and R&B, and it's not always in, you know. And so when we were starting out with the Supremes, her voice had more of a commercial sound, and so she was chosen, which was fine, you know. The problem with it, for me, and this is not against her, was that I never had a chance then to develop my voice. So when it was time for me to step out front and actually deliver and be the one to lead, to have the melody and to deliver the feelings and the whole thing, I didn't know how. So that's why I didn't have the confidence. I didn't know how. I had not had the training.
And you've had the training since?
Well, you know how I got it. I got it through doing it. And that's what I was doing from 1977 up until now. I have my own show, my own band, my own singer. So I just kind of just went out there and just started singing. I made a lot of mistakes. You know, but it paid off, you know, all this time. Well, I'm just a late bloomer.
You're a late bloomer. Well, you look fabulous for being a late bloomer, Mary Wilson. We've got to finish now because we want to hear your new single, and that's the most important thing. Thank you for joining us this evening.
You.
It's been good seeing you looking as great as this.
Thank you.
And a safe trip back to the United States.
Okay.
Let me say before we hear Mary that a big thank you to all my guests. Don't forget, I'm back again tomorrow night at the same time, 7:30 Central European Time. Before I leave you, here is Mary Wilson with her new single, You. Until tomorrow, good night.
Relax your mind and let yourself flow. Relax your mind and let yourself
again. I thought that you would be there and always care for me, but you just let me down. And boy, I'm still in love with you. Even though you done me wrong, it's all about you. I gave you everything that a woman could ever give. When you were down and out, boy, I gave you a place to live. You used to make me feel like no other could. That's why I'm still right here. That's why I'm still in love with you. After all the things you've done to me, I gave you love, I gave you joy, you broke my heart. It ain't too right, boy. Is this the way you treated me? I took you in when you were on the street. Now you did me wrong, you walked along, and now you're gone and I'm alone. What went around comes back around. I guess you found someone who's down for you. Oh, baby. I got all. You